Okay, today is just going to be a very short video here. I have, wow, Byron has been super prolific in the card providing. I can't get all of those on camera. In fact, I don't have some of those right now. I'm going to do maybe, I think, the way I'm going to display his cards are going to be putting him in a binder. So I have a binder picked out. I just don't have my pages yet. So when I get my pages, I'll try to make a complete video with those particular cards. And I have one item that came in because it was from that late night eBay where I got a couple of things here. And I think I will do a couple more of those. It'll be very handy to get those done because now I can get some more cards for my sets here. We'll start off with this one here, which is a 1 of 1. Being one from a set, and I think it may have gotten creased in the mail. I'm not sure, but this is from 1960s. I don't remember. I think it was 1965 or 66 Gomer Pyle, and this is the card where he's saying Shazam. So there's that one. If you didn't know, Gomer Pyle, the actor Jim Nabors, outside of the TV show. Let's just focus on that one a little bit more here. And then this was $1, mind you. I had to pay, I think, $1 shipping or something like that. Actually, no, because it was $1.20 or $1.25 for shipping, and then each card was, I guess, an additional 25 cents. So so I probably paid $1.25 for this card. Anyway, so there's that one. There's the back of it. And if you didn't know, he's a prolific musician. I tried to get him through the mail autograph, but he had recently passed away or something in the time my letter was there. My card came back. I don't know if that got into my binder or not. But now I have, I think, 2 cards from the set. These are not super expensive if it's a thing that you want to collect. And then he always did take me back home to Indiana or back home in Indiana. I think that's one of their slogans. Home again in Indiana or something like that on their license plate. And I think he did that, for events and stuff like that. I'm not exactly sure where he was originally from, but so like I said, multi-talented outside of doing just the acting gig there. Then I picked these up, and again, I do have a small connection to one of the actors. I said a very small connection because I had seen him in concert. And, you never think about these things. You're like, oh, David Cassidy, concert? Okay, that sounds fun. So I drove off with some family to the casino and saw him, and that's all I did there. But I'm putting together a set there. You may have seen my Partridge Family cards. I have very few of the blue ones there. I'm needing at least another 30 or 40 of the blue ones there. But again, I picked out the dollar ones. And again, some of the sellers, this one's got some wax. They call them wax stains. But they're not staining the card because they're on top of the card and not in the card. So that will come right off. And you probably won't be able to see that. These are unimportant puzzles on the back here. But some of this particular seller's cards that were in $1, sometimes you couldn't tell the difference between $1 and $2 and $2 and $3. But most of the dollar ones had disappeared. Here's another one of Danny looking very in trouble. Not realizing, oops, I just dropped that card almost. And he used to be a good autograph signer. Danny Bonaduce used to be a good signer through the radio station, and I don't think he is now. I haven't seen any new data on him. And then we have Spotlight on Danny. Again, all the puzzle backs here. I was going guns a-blazing on the green set, and now the green set is like 4 times in cost in some cases, so can't be doing that one. Every time I see another video, Ryan of Breaking Out Cards has done Superman, and every time I see another video, I'm not increasing the value of the cards because I have such a tiny amount of people watching them. But I only bought 4 cards, and the main reason why I only bought 4 cards is because excuse me, I have to clear my throat here. I had that other order of the Dallas cards, I want to kind of not really just break the $10,000 bank, So now I can kind of take a step back, but I have the crazy Great Oregon Steam Up event this weekend, and I'll try to maybe post a couple of clips from that, but we'll see. I won't be able to do a full video there because I don't have the capability. And last year was too hard to get that video put together because I had so many high quality clips and I had some computer issues, not computer issues, but editing issues that made it so hard, and then the risk versus the reward. So the last few times I put up my video, I was some of the first videos up, and I want to say the best videos, but some of the more well-rounded videos showing the entire event, from axe throwing to the trains going to different, things going on, and people just did a parade of tractors, and that got the most videos. Like, well, shoot, I'll just do a parade of tractors and get tons of views, or not tons of views, but but I wanted to show the entire event. They also have car shows and they had museums, so I always do a combination of photographs and pictures, pictures, and insert some video clips in between with some music and some of the pickups that I get at the end of the things, the swap meet. That'll take every bit of my Saturday, and it'll take every bit of my next Saturday, and again and again. So